What up, peeps? How we doing? Wait. Oh, there we go. Now we're on air. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're just sitting here. We got our Viking gear on. Talk about migrant crossings, shall we? Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. Just watch some migrant crossings real quick. This is what everybody's so afraid of, right? It's super weird. Who cares, man? Let them all come in. Give them jobs. Let's go.
Just south of Eagle Pass. It's a hot spot because Eagle Pass, right up to the north, a few miles, they got the entire Shelby Park under National Guard control, Texas. The migrants that were normally going through there are now finding new ways to come into the United States.
Yeah, it's almost like migrants will just go wherever they can find a way to get in, right? Because if you were in some kind of butthole city, you'd be doing the same shit too.
And here is a hot spot. What I just
trucker,
showed,
18-wheeler, how are you, buddy?
it's on top of the hill here. I made a report here before.
Oh, did you?
Over here is clothing, right? Migrant clothing. They even got a dumpster here. They even have a Department of Homeland Security light to process the people that are coming in illegally. Over here, clothes. Look at all those clothes. Migrant clothes and trash. All over the place. All over the place here.
It's not really all over the place. It's one spot.
I want to show you right down there. I want to show you a bridge, an escape route. If any migrant, illegal person, whatever you want to call the people that are coming across, they could slip through the cracks, folks.
What up, cheeseburger? How are you?
They could go right under there, the bridge right over there, and go under, and then just disappear into the terrain. I'm going to take you down there because there's evidence that people are doing that.
Big stack of clothes.
Look at all this trash here. Look at all this trash. And clothing.
Crocs.
Migrant clothing.
Who left their Crocs?
People's
That's a crime.
clothing. These are accumulation of clothing.
But it's not that much if we're being honest, right? I mean, I don't know. This whole border shit is real weird to me because every time I see clips of it, it doesn't really seem as bad as they want us to believe it is. Like, people have been sneaking in through our border for fucking ever. It's not that big of a deal, guys. I still think we should ship them to New York, though. That's fucking funny.
Themselves in to Border Patrol, right down the dirt road there, 480. And here comes a National Guard truck coming through. National Guard.
For the chicken? It's a morning chicken. Okay. What's on with it?
But we're going to take you down here to this bridge. Because this bridge that I'm going to take you down is a prime spot where if anyone is able to slip through the perimeter here, and we can't say for sure that it's secure.
Right, but that also means you can't say for sure it's not, right?
They might not be down here around the clock. They're down there now. And also, I just want to show you, look at the amount of clothes that's all across the fencing there. But that fencing was not always there. People would cross, and then they would walk down and go under this bridge that is over here. And I'm going to take you over to the bridge
Start saying you're going to take us there and take us there already.
Folks. More trash. But we're going to go over to this bridge. Because there's evidence people come through the bridge.
Let's see it.
Who would want to go through the bridge and not be detected up here on the road? Well, there's a term, gotaways. Gotaways. And these are gotaways that are coming in to the United States that don't want to be processed and don't want to be caught, and they want to slip through the cracks. Numerous reasons.
So all migrants, right?
They've been deported before. They keep coming back and forth, back and forth. They're coming in, smuggling, whatever. Some might even just want to get a job, but they don't want to go through the processing, or maybe they don't even know. Maybe their gotaways feel they can come in this country, but they feel if they get caught, they'll go instantly back, so they try to escape. But it's the bridge. We're going to go over to this bridge over here. Heavy traffic out here. Maybe they go under the bridge here because they don't want to be seen by vehicles, because it's a heavily traveled road here. Tractor trailers.
Nobody gives a shit about that. No, like
on this bridge.
See, here's the problem, right? No truck driver, nobody that goes by sees somebody jaywalking like, oh, that's a migrant. Like that dude's gonna get called in on, like whatever.
Bridge here, to this bridge, you can clearly see a path, and we're gonna show you. This path here shows clear evidence, most likely that
clear evidence, most likely
people are coming through. One case in point, look right here. The Lexus was placed. Look what this is, folks. And this is one of those blankets that the migrants use to keep warm. It's very, very light. And it's just laying there. I saw that before. But here's a trail. And you see a lot of things here, like I see empty pill bottles, and usually the migrants come across with their medications and discard them. But they walk through. They walk through. Now let's walk a minute.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're not even going to call in stupid drivers because you have work to do. Nobody's calling in anybody. It's so weird. Such a weird thing.
There's dog prints or footprints. But look at this. Right down here will take you right to the Rio Grande River. And you keep going that way, it'll take you right there. That even looks like a, what is that? Is that a suitcase?
Does look like a suitcase.
Is that a suitcase?
Looks like a suitcase,
Might be. Let's go investigate.
Let's go investigate.
Investigates. Maybe it's not.
Let's go take a look, bro.
Look at this. It's a clear, and look, there's footprints.
I'll put a link in the chat too if you guys want to follow this guy. This guy goes down to the border quite a bit. I don't know
why anyone else.
I think he lives by the border.
Walking around here and saying, "Hey, we're just gonna."
There's a tire too. Did the migrants bring that?
I don't know what this is.
It's a tire and a suitcase of some sort.
Well, can't say a migrant brought.
It's a dishwasher.
Dishwasher with them, right? Whirlpool. Washer and dryer.
And a tire.
Let's keep
That's
walking.
all migrant stuff, bro.
So, there's the river right over there. Walk.
So notice all the stuff he's found so far. Yeah, he found the one blanket for sure, but like everything else, just like some homeless people, like a washing machine dump. That ain't migrants, bro.
And you can slip through 480 undetected because they don't want to be seen, folks.
Of course they don't want to be seen. Why would they want to be seen? Stop saying folks so much.
It's a clear pass.
This guy says folks way too much.
People. Water jug. How many people have utilized this path and crossed into the United States illegally and slipped through the cracks undetected. Or
Probably more than one, less than
is
10,000.
water bottles, water bottles, water bottles, water bottles. Look, shoe.
Folks.
There's a shoe. There's a shoe. There's a
I want to see this guy go through like a real city and be like, look at all these illegal
people are
migrant
just
stuff.
coming around here saying, hey, I'm gonna go on a nature walk down by the Rio Grande in the middle of nowhere and just walk down here. I think there's something more nefarious. A trail that takes you deeper and deeper into the state of
Another tire.
Texas. And eventually,
You're right. The migrants are bringing tires, bro.
people can just slip away. People can just slip away. Now let's analyze this a little bit more. So I see stuff back here. What do we got?
It'd be funny if this guy
another
just got
backpack.
tased. What up, Sir Joseph Pesci? How are you, buddy? Watching this guy investigate
Here,
border
little kid
crossings.
shoe. Look at that, a little kid shoe. Look at all this. Might have been a camp where not only that, but they wait.
I like how he just walks by anything
They
that doesn't
sit
fit
down
his
here and
narrative.
wait for a ride to get picked
Dishwasher,
up.
2 tires.
And then they just go on top of the bridge.
Baby powder?
Or is this just nothing of nothing? Just a regular...
You mean in the middle of
dumping
nowhere
site?
where
I
teenagers
don't
go
know.
to drink and hillbillies
I
go to
see a
dump trash?
lot
Right,
of
exactly.
old shoes.
That's exactly
But
it.
a lot of times, people discard.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm with you. I'm with you too, Jacob. Clearly, this isn't migrant stuff. Like, again, there's like TV, there's a dishwasher. Like, it's like this guy doesn't know that like kids and fucking like hill trash go to just dump shit off the side of the road, or they just go to party. I mean, I remember me and my buddies partying in the middle of the woods all the time, and I'm sure we left trash behind. I mean, I tried not to, but I'm sure it happened.
Water bottles.
Like, you're telling me,
water
oh, that
bottles,
TV?
beer bottles.
Look at how he just walks right by that
That
shit too.
TV. I'm assuming that's junk.
Yeah, tire.
Look at all this, folks. Migrant camp, possibly. Shampoo bottle. A lot of times they bring cosmetics. Or is this unrelated? That's the question.
Yeah, you're the guy investigating. You're supposed to answer these questions.
I am out in the field covering the border migrant, and
Let's just cross the Rio Grande with my dishwasher
people have been
pump just
crossing
to
into this
abandon it
country
right when we get to Texas. Right.
illegally for years.
This is my great grandma's dishwasher. I need it with me unless I decide to just dump it off the side of the road.
NGOs or different organizations on that other side assist them and told them exactly where to go and how to do it. And it's safe to say that this area here is a prime hotspot. Safe to say. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button. JLR, boots on the ground.
Okay, so that's the guy. And then we got another one that he did. And I'll put a link in the description to this guy, but this is JLR Investigates, and this guy does a lot of migrant stuff. I'm pretty sure he lives in Texas because he's always at the border. It's like a washout for a flood. Yeah. Agreed. Or just people throwing shit over that bridge, you know what I mean? Like, so this one looks a little bit more promising, right? It's like some people being apprehended. He must have been told by the liberal NGOs that everyone has to bring their own dishwasher, but they didn't understand that the migrants were the dishwashers. Ooh,
Someone on the right in red,
pretty mean.
way out in the field.
All right, we're gonna fast forward past this a little bit. Try to get where it gets good, and then we're gonna go to his tunnel video, which is the reason we're watching him today. His audio is very hard to listen to on this one. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, we'll do the other one.
Investigates. Reporting from Eagle Pass, Texas.
So now this is the tunnels.
Train is coming through tunnels down at ground zero. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about what is going on in Eagle Pass. A lot of videos circulating about these tunnels. See these 4 tunnels here? On the other side of the tunnels are the 2 bridges. The 2 bridges. And the zone.
Yeah, we can blame it all on illegal Canadians. That's true.
Zone. But there's
We
some
should do that more
videos
often.
circulating saying that people that cross into the United States illegally sneak through and come through the tunnels.
Okay.
So we're going to evaluate the situation. I'm going to show you around the area. I was here a couple days ago showing you live, but I'm going to take you over here on this bridge and try to give you an aerial view of the area and the zone here in Eagle Pass. Trains keep
Always
coming.
Eagle Pass from me.
They go periodically.
Maybe we should do a show from the border.
Hello, everyone. Tunnels. Tunnels.
It's like 3.5 hours.
We're going to talk. I'm in Eagle Pass, folks. Been here over a week. It smells industrial. A lot of trucks out here. This is a trucking, shipping area where the trucks come and go from Mexico, load their supplies.
Yeah, dude. Hey, can we just deport
morning,
Justin
everyone.
Bieber? That's the real problem. I'd be down with that.
How's the reception out here, okay? Tunnels. Let's talk about tunnels.
Kind of tunnels, though.
Good morning.
What up?
Looks good. Thank you. All right, so I've seen
We're gonna move
they
forward a
started
little
going
bit.
on the woods and started making their way up to the highway here. This is 480. They started making their way to the highway. I guess these shipping containers go down to the end there, and then they stay, and then the trucks come and unload them. But there was one of these cars.
Where's my cock out? That's my morning cock, bro.
Corona lights. It was had a whole bunch of beer in it, and migrants were in there. And Border Patrol found a bunch of migrants in a beer shipping container that held beer.
Okay.
Well, if this is
That's
coming
kinda
up,
smart.
I
If
mean,
you're gonna
every
do it.
single one of these
If you're gonna get smuggled across the border by a coyote, make sure it was beer, right?
shipping
I can do what I
containers
want.
being
That's true,
checked,
18-wheeler.
because you got this heavy presence here. I don't think anyone's getting in here anymore in this area. I don't think anyone is getting in this
Why do people
area
act like?
anymore.
Why do people act like razor wire is that hard to get over though? They just throw a blanket on it and you're fine. It's really weird.
Well, what about each and every single one of these shipping containers? This goes back and forth. Do every one of them get checked?
Yes, they all get checked.
When there has been reports where people were found in them, if you're found
Yeah.
in there once, I'm sure,
You know how they get found? By checking.
hey,
This guy's funny though. I love watching his reports because it's just him like throwing out these hypotheticals that he disproves with his own dialogue. It fucking cracks me up to no end, right? He's like, do they even check these containers? I mean, they found some people in these containers. Well, how did they find them? Did they find them because they were checking them? Dumb fuck.
go in one of these shipping containers, go right in. We don't know if they're full in there. We don't know. I mean, you can kind of see. They kind of have holes in them. But we don't know. We don't know who's in there.
They do because they check them.
We don't know who's in there.
We do. They check them. That's how the people got caught, bro. They're just swimming around in the oil ones.
I think they always should be getting checked, for sure. I don't know. I mean, these trains go back and forth every day.
Uh-huh.
You could be lying down. Anyway, let's walk up here. See if we can get a better view.
Of the tunnels that you promised us.
What in the world is that? Look at that machine. Like that.
Okay, we're gonna go forward a little bit.
Please quote where in the chat.
No, actually, most of the comments are. The comment section is actually pretty hilarious.
Hello, doggy. Good morning. Hello, doggy.
Why is Abbott in India trying to get India business to come to Texas? He's a rhino.
The doggy.
They're already here.
I haven't seen
Nothing has beaten the images of Eagle Pass that looked like Woodstock.
mass crossings.
Where's Texas? I mean, some of these are pretty funny comments. Where is Texas? Abbott is a member of the WHO. Please be careful of those dogs.
No
you
one's
don't know
coming
if
through
they
like
have
that
any
anymore.
illness.
Only people are coming through is law enforcement. Law enforcement.
And this was 2 hours ago, so this was actually pretty today. Hey Corey, while you're down in Mexico, can you grab me a big bottle of amoxicillin? Yeah. Yeah, and I'll bring up a dentist. That'll work for fucking way less. Now that is a secure border wall. Look at that. That is secure.
There's no mass crossings anymore.
Oh shit,
Here.
balls deep being a walrus rescuer. Thank you so much.
Now, does the city of Eagle Pass want their entire park to look like this forever?
But part of the reason we're watching this is because, again, this is Eagle Pass is one of these places that people are talking about, oh, the migrant crossings all the time. Where? This is where I challenge people to really come up against the propaganda, right? We have the ability, we have people on the ground, you can go to fucking camera angles and stuff, and these migrant, like, mobs, they just don't exist. There are clusters of migrants outside some of the hubs, but there always have been. But people like, oh, Eagle Pass is getting mobbed. Where? Have you seen one migrant? Maybe that one in pink, but that was it, right?
I don't know.
It's just such a weird angle of propaganda to me, you know? Like, if the Republicans specifically, they're the ones perpetuating all this shit right now about the migrants, right? But you would think that they would want the migrants coming in, right? One, they're going to work, right? And immigration's super easy. Give everybody a fucking visa. If they fuck up, deport them back, right? But you give them that work visa, they get taxed. Simple, right? But more importantly, if these people go through the path and become citizens, a lot of them, especially in South America, are fucking Catholics. Guess what Catholics end up being? Really conservative. The idea that conservatives are against migrants that would ultimately boost the Republican Party is really funny to me. But again, where are these mass crossings in Eagle Pass we keep reading about, right? I've seen one. Is that your mass crossing?
I'm on the other side of Shelby Park this morning. I wanted to give you guys that tunnel perspective and ask your thoughts on tunnels. And just kind of, we switched areas this morning. I was a little bit to the south, sitting and waiting to see if anyone would cross over, and I've seen nothing. It completely stopped here.
I don't think Central American Catholics vote for trans rights, Jacob. And you can call it bullshit all you want, but I just don't think that's the case.
Most likely.
I don't know a lot of conservative, hardcore, like, religious people that vote for trans rights and gay rights.
Stopped.
I just don't.
I mean,
I think you're wrong.
1 month ago, all under there, Border Patrol would process thousands. And they'd be loading onto buses.
Oh, is this
Just
the red
under
band
there.
guy? Nice.
They'd be loading onto buses. Almost around the clock. No more. No more, folks. Thousands a day. Thousands a day, folks. Thousands. They were putting out numbers of 5,000 a day. Here, right here, right here. 5,000 a day. 5,000 a day. Well, guess what?
Right, and there's Jacob's fascist bullshit, right? They will once the Dems order them to. No, they won't.
I have yet
Chillax.
to see one van full of anybody. And I've been here a week,
Right.
coming out of here.
And this is exactly why we're talking about this again. You look around, everybody talks about these like border crisis and all this stuff, and they grab these clips that are dated. But you can go online. You can go to, this guy is actually, as much as I don't like the few videos we're watching today, this guy's actually down there shooting clips. And we are in this weird era of of time where you can just pop a guy on the border and watch him. Like, you know, they can't tell you that Eagle Pass is overrun by migrants. This is 2 hours ago. This is today. Where's the migrants? Say whatever you want. They aren't there.
At any time. Now, I'm not perched out here 24 hours a day, but I'm driving around constantly seeing what's up and seeing what's going on. I haven't seen...
That's not true. Trump's numbers with Hispanics were huge. What are you talking about? Also, weren't a bunch of the Hispanics George W. people? They liked Obama too, but like, yeah, I think you're off on your Hispanic numbers when it comes to Trump support. And also, we'll see what it is this time around, because I bet a lot more African Americans and Hispanics are gonna fucking support him this time around.
Buddy, walking that field over there, not one soul, not one illegal person that crossed in illegally, whatever you want to call migrants, illegals, individuals, whatever you want to call them. I have not seen anybody since this National Guard has taken over this park, since I've been here. Now, maybe at first, there's images out there of some going over the crates there being arrested and whatnot, but they got the word quickly. It spread that way. It spread into Mexico. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not cross in Shelby Park and Eagle Pass. The spot where it was a combination between here and Lukeville, Arizona as the #1 hot spots of illegal crossings on the U.S. southern border.
And this was the #1 hotspot, but again, not any, right? Weird.
Here and Lukeville. Here might even be even more, because Lukeville has a wall, and they would actually have to cut through the wall. Here, before, there is no wall, and you would just cross over the Rio Grande, which is like waist deep at the most. Most people can get across, though they had a drowning or two a day. Here, nothing, except just a park that has National Guard presence. It's a golf course. You can go golfing here still. You can go golfing out here. But my question is, you've got all this razor wire.
I mean, maybe not federally, but Hispanics have won plenty of local votes. There's that Hispanic Republican that won here in Texas. Again, I don't feel like you're understanding what I'm saying. Hell, Joe Biden is Catholic, and they're gladly going to vote for him. They're not. They're not. It's a big thing.
That's working. It's working, folks. Goes Border Patrol. If it's working, why would you get rid of it? Because what would happen if National Guard and Texas and Abbott says, okay, unless Congress passes a law and says Border Patrol has to immediately, no matter what, kick people back or something, or maybe even, they might even have a compromise. There were even talks of a compromise. There was even talks that...
Yeah, here's even a thing with Pew Research. I know we don't care about Pew that much, but since 2020, there's a noticeable shift of Hispanic voters, right? And it's because of the views on guns and immigration. They have shaky ties to the GOP, but however it is thing. I'll put this in chat for you.
They will allow 5,000 to come in. And some people
Hispanics did really well conservatively in the local elections in the midterms.
What happens if they have some sort of new legislation gets passed or whatnot? Would they take all this down? But until then, I don't see why they would take this down if it's working. If it's working, why would they take it down?
It's not in their interest to keep the border open.
All the time they spent putting all...
There's nobody that hates the open border more than legal immigrant citizens.
This wire up, it probably took a lot of man hours to do this, on a system that is working, a strategy that's working, and then you just take it down and allow it all to continue again? I don't think so. $5,000 a day is pure insanity. I think what they've been reporting, I've been seeing like the entire U.S. southern border, I think in this month, the last week or something, there's been about 6,500 a day for the entire U.S. southern border, about 6,500 a day. It's down big time from 15,000 a day. There was 5,000 a day here. There was 5,000 a day in Lukeville almost every day in late November, early December. And it was surging so much. When you got 5,000 a day here, every day, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. They go to the detention center. They go to Border Mission Border Hope, NGO. They go to the San Antonio.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this one. Where is the fucking tunnels? Here's your wall.
I see people in the chat saying Jacumba. Jacumba, again, is a different animal than it is here. Jacumba, the majority of the people that are coming in Jacumba are from Africa, the Middle East, and China, Turkey.
And we'll look at the Jacumba. The Jacumba, California one's crazy.
Paying big money to get to Cancun, and then getting the short trek up to Jacumba, and then crossing over. And paying basically is cartels would drive them to the end of the border wall, like the end of the border wall, and then in Jacumba they would just go around the wall. Well, the majority of the people here are from Venezuela. That
look at that tire.
Through.
Look at how easy that would be. You know, and this is the thing with that. Like, look at how easy that would be to just hop up there and then hop over, right? Would not be that hard.
Central America. So if you were going to go to the Jacumba, you would add weeks onto your journey for people that are already coming through. Weeks. And then those people probably have to pay the cartel big money that they might not have. It's a different type of groups.
Okay, so let's look. This same guy did.
I seen India. I seen Pakistan. I seen Afghanistan. There has been Iranians. Across on that cargo.
Nobody cares about the cargo, dude. They check the cargo.
Pissed.
What's that say? Oh, okay.
You know, I'm on that side. I want the borders closed.
You want the borders closed?
Hey, we're being overrun. We're a small town every day, up to 5,000 a day. We're being overrun.
You're saying?
Take a look at this guy. There he is.
Secede, so we're
really?
working on it.
Nice.
Wants
you got
to secede.
Down here for it.
I'm leaving before I get into trouble.
You're leaving before you get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Heard there's a convoy coming. I think that's been stopped.
Think the convoy's been stopped?
I think it has.
Interesting. Thanks for your time.
Thank you too. Where might I see your video?
JLR Investigates.
Okay.
YouTube,
so we're
take
gonna
a picture of the hat.
back. And then let's look at this is the Jacumba, California crossing. This one's way worse.
Okay, so just follow.
And again, I'll put the link for this guy in the chat.
Same group
in the
We're gonna
description.
go up here a little bit, and it's kind of where the camp is. This is wild, folks. This is wild.
And this is California. Again, Texas started beefing up their shit, so everybody started going to California. So why wouldn't they? I don't know that I've ever seen the top of the wall like that with the barbed wire. That's kind of cool. A lot of Asians in that crew.
Again, folks, that hill over there is where the wall ends, and that's where they're going right through. Walking right through.
Like this rooster looking out for migrants too. Oh, hello, nice cock. Yeah, you like it? It'll flap around a little bit. Don't look directly into the cock.
There's another large group of migrants up there at the road.
Well, like the Philippines, Taiwan, and China. Korea? You said Korea? Yeah. Which crime do Hispanics commit, though, logistically?
So there's like a camp up here. Like porta potties, border patrol waiting.
Oh, that's crazy.
Camp up here. There's a camp up here.
I mean, even this isn't the wave that everybody talks about. It's really weird watching the propaganda go nuts. Like, this is a pretty big camp, though, but not tens of thousands as people are led to believe. And this is a bigger one, you know?
Changing in the clothes. And this group of migrants are meeting them.
It's going mobile. Where do the whites fall on the crime list? The whites. That's funny. 18-wheeler says, I've talked to an immigrant who was illegal when he came here, but doesn't like illegal immigrants. That's funny. We have a 1,600-mile border. It could be
There's the group there.
flood at 6 person per square mile. Second least to Asians. Okay. What about Chinese? You didn't list Chinese in there. Meth. They're lining them up. Or if that's because if you commit crime in China, you just get gatted. Oh shit, party member number 3 reporting. What up, Curtis Vertis? Member for a month. Popping in with that walrus rescuer. Welcome to the garlics, as they say. Boom, baby. It's not that many people. I mean, it's a few for sure, but that's not... It's not that many. Day's still early, though. Mikey Tumac says whites are number one in all crime statistics. White men are all number one global threats to democracy. Damn. All right. That's intense. Instead of gulag, it's garlag.
Español, acá. Levanta las manos, si es español para que te mire.
You need somebody that speaks Mandarin there, brother.
Brasil. Levanta las manos, Brasil, para que mire. One more time. Here we go. One more time. Escúchame. Take everything out of your pocket.
India? Where are you going? What, Chicago, New York?
California.
Huh?
California.
California? California?
Punjab. California.
California where? Los Angeles?
No English.
No English. LA?
Yeah, I can say California, but nothing else. Those are Indians. Punjab. Why are they putting all their belongings in a bag? Seems so fucking weird. The real problem with Hispanics is that they commit substantially more rape than locally born Americans by a huge number. Gross. Where are those stats coming from? That's ridiculous.
And this is the Camp Akumba.
Camp Akumba. The FBI, all right. I have a little problem with Mexicans trespassing. What kind of problem?
All right, so Border Patrol leaves. Border Patrol leaves and just leaves the migrants here. Alone. Alone.
Alone.
Border Patrol just leaves the
Alone.
migrants here alone.
Well, yeah, what are they gonna do? Sit with them there all
And
day?
now it's just the migrants out here all in lines. Probably a bus will come at some point.
This was 5 days ago. Walk right through my yard and say, fuck this guy. I got him on camera. Damn, dude. Well, there you go. That's the border crisis for today. And I just think, again, I think it's important to like watch it on the ground level of that shit, you know? Why else? Like, no matter what, everybody else is acting like this shit's out of control. And like, yeah, there's probably areas where it is, but I don't know. Every time I hear, oh, this area is real bad, when I find somebody that's there on location, it ain't that bad. Try and find videos from this guy from like a while ago. So here's Yuma, Arizona.
I am in a cabbage field on the U.S.-Mexican border. There is the border wall. Lots of cabbage fields out here. Look at these cabbage. Look at all this cabbage. It's a lot of cabbage around here.
This guy found cabbage.
Now we're going to talk about cabbage fields. I am just south of Yuma, Arizona, between Yuma, Arizona and San Luis. And the border wall is right over here, folks. The border wall is right over here. And I want to talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about cabbage.
If in a previous era, I could call Corey the N-word and it would make sense culturally.
There's lots of
being
crops
tortured
around
by God
here
over
in
this
this particular area,
okay.
right? And
World War
there's
II
farmers,
stole everything
there's
from me.
migrant workers, people out here. A lot of these crops.
I'm part
will
German
hit
and
your
Irish, so that's fine.
Kitchen table. Go to the grocery store. And then you got the border wall. Migrants on the other side of Mexico are crossing over the wall illegally, crossing over the border legally, whether they climbed over the wall, through the wall, or around vulnerabilities of the wall. Now, Border Patrol, they're out and about. There's Border Patrol right there. Through these crops. Not only walk through the crops, but also defecate and urinate in these crops, which causes contamination.
Say cabbage one more time, motherfucker. Cabbage.
Contamination. And there has been a story about this particular issue. And I want to share that story with all of you.
I'm drop rule, Corey. That's why I'm a Native American.
People urinating
I'm a Native American as well.
Field. A border farmer's flight under Biden administration policies. After Joe Biden became president,
this
farmers
guy's
in
graphic.
Yuma County,
This is amazing.
Arizona watched as illegal aliens soiled large sections of their crops.
Yeah, free fertilizer.
When the United States Border Patrol lost operational control of the border here in Yuma, we had a lot of people that were making it into the production areas. Farmer Corey Mellon told the Daily Signal.
Yeah, Corey Mellon.
Among these illegal immigrants, Yuma farmers saw women nursing their babies in our field and people urinating in our field. There was a lot of loss, Mellon said. Mellon is a fifth-generational farmer. He and his two older brothers own the family's 5,000-acre farm where they grow lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, and spinach.
So would we say essentially that's some shitty cabbage?
Wow.
Boom, boom.
Not my best work, but you know what? It's early.
Wheat, alfalfa, cotton, and other crops during the summer. Agriculture is the central industry in Yuma County, with about 90% of North Americans' winter leafy greens grown there. The melon farm is located about a mile from the U.S.-Mexico border, so illegal crossings by migrants didn't damage its crops, but many other Yuma County farmers were not so fortunate. Yuma farmers,
that's what I'm saying. Give them fucking numbers. Get them fucking work visas, tax them, put them there.
After illegal aliens entered their fields, because when those people made it through the border into the production fields, those fields had to be destroyed. He explained that food safety laws require farmers to destroy crops when there is a risk of contamination because unauthorized people have entered the fields. We got like 500 people living document of what we can and can't do, what we can and cannot allow. We have rules about intrusion into the production area, Mellon said, explaining that for a coyote track in the field, for example, a farmer can't harvest within 5 feet of each paw print. The cost of lost crops is solely on the farmer that was growing the crop, Mellon said. There's no insurance for that. There's no making that money up. So that was a loss to the farmer. And then obviously that crop never made it to the market, ultimately to feed our nation. At Morelos Dam, a central crossing point for illegal aliens because of the gap in the border wall, only a dirt road separates the opening in the wall from farmland. During the first couple weeks of the surge in illegal immigrants after Biden took office, Mellon said as many as 2,000 people a day crossed the border into Yuma County. The Border Patrol didn't have the resources to handle the surge or quickly transport the illegal aliens from the farmland. In the fiscal year of 2020, U.S. Customs and Border Protection reported 8,800 encounters with illegal aliens in Yuma sector, which includes 126 miles of border with Mexico in both California and Arizona.
Sure, so that's a lot of fucking crops.
Secure the wall.
Getting shit on.
Secure the borders. And then maybe the farmers, crop people in this community won't have to deal with migrants coming across the United States illegally and stepping through
What a melanet, yeah.
their crops, stepping through their livelihood. $1 million in losses because of contamination due to people crossing over. Now from Yuma down to San Luis, it's over 10 miles. It's almost 20 miles of just farmland. Farmland like this. Just it goes on and on, and look how far it goes. Just farmland of crops. Crops, 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 crops.
Shitty crops, though.
Crops, crops, crops. So much crops. And then you got the border wall. Little canal here. And it just goes far as the eye can see. Far as the eye can see. Crops. And most likely somewhere in your grocery store, these crops will make it too. What's your thoughts? Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button. Covering the border crisis.
My thoughts are crops, bro. So yeah, and again, we'll put this guy in the JLR investigates. We'll put him in the description, so anybody that wants to go follow his channel, and he's done a pretty good job of following a bunch of this shit going forward and whatever. So, but it's just not. I don't know, man. Anytime I see like migrant crisis, I look around and it's like that California one was okay. That was 5 hours ago. Oh, like fucking yawned. Oh. Hopefully those are good on my system. Crabs. Yeah. Crabs. Crop crabs. It's all fucking good. But yeah, we did it. We had I wanted to go tour around these places that people keep saying are being overrun. Couldn't find anything being overrun. Not today anyways. We'll keep looking. And we'll probably be here tomorrow. A little COCO in the Morno. A little pop-up show at 10 a.m. whenever you get around to it. Even sit back and watch it when it's not on live. You can watch it whenever the fuck you want. You're allowed. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because you know what? Anybody telling you otherwise probably doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know? So what would you rather watch? Weird fun shit like this? Or a bunch of people making fun of a bunch of other people who don't matter? A bunch of 50-year-old spurging out. You know what I'm talking about. You Dabbleverse wannabes. You get it. Thank you for watching. We will hopefully see you tomorrow. But right now, we're going to head over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/CoreyAdamComedy.